Morning guys, welcome back to another video. So today is game day. I'm really excited to play tonight. We're going to Baltimore, which is a little bit over an hour away from Harrisburg. So we've had about a 3-week break from our last game, our first weekend of games. Unfortunately, our first game ended up in a loss. Very tough battle. We were up at one point, but we made a few mistakes, and unfortunately they cost us in the end, and we lost in the last couple of minutes of the game. So I'm going to show you those highlights in a moment, but today is a game day, so I'm going to show you my routine, what I do. So I get up a little bit later if we don't have to be up for anything in the morning, just to give my body that extra rest if it needs it. Not too much though, usually only 30 minutes to an hour extra, because I don't want to have that oversleep feeling, because sometimes that feels just as bad as undersleeping. So I gave myself an extra hour this morning just because we've been training hard this week, so taking advantage of a little bit extra rest. Get up, made my coffee, and then we're going to go to Harrisburg. Me and Tommy, one of my roommates, we're going to head to downtown Harrisburg, walk around a bit, stretch our legs, get some fresh air, maybe get some more coffee. And then this afternoon, just relax, and we're going to start making our way over to Baltimore. So the game is at 6 p.m. this evening. We've got to be over there around 4 o'clock, a couple hours before kickoff. So really excited to put what we've been working on in practice into play this evening, and hopefully we can get a good result after a tough first weekend of games. But just before we get into today's video, I want to say a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is where I built my very own website, 7mlctraining.com, and from websites to analytics to marketing tools, they're the all-in-one place to grow your online presence and manage your business. But I'm just going to get ready, but while I'm getting ready, you guys can enjoy the highlights from our first match.
And wherever you may be, as we bring you major arenas.
They describe it, stumbled out the gate is an even better way to describe it so far for Utica City FC. Like you said,
our officials for today's match, presented by Capelli, the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game. Officials, senior Domenico Vitale at the zone line, under heat, he turned it over. Charging out the other way, Ortiz from the left wing, he shoots wide of Brian Wilkin and rattles in. Michael Cunningham able to tap it home over the goal line. It's 1-0 Harrisburg. De Oliveira on the top of the box. He steps over. The left foot shot is in. David Malore launching a rocket chip behind Wilkin. And it's 2-0 Harrisburg. Coach Pat Healy played for a long, long time with the Baltimore Blast. What a save by Wilkin.
1-2-3, Wilkin. Brick wall, 2 goals left in. He decided to become Iron Man.
Another opportunity for Cunningham. We really haven't seen here tonight from FC Buffalo as well. Snuck forward by Cunningham. Great kick for the Heat. Francis slides it to the corner. Clinical finish. Cunningham had that hit a body in front, and he puts it away behind Wilkin for his second of the game, and a 3-0 Harrisburg lead.
In his career 50th game, is now 26th goal. Cunningham with a brilliant finish, top bins.
To solve the shutout. Segura down low. Yelovitz scores! 3-1 Harrisburg. But Utica getting on the board late. That could be a huge momentum swinger. And the header going forward in the direction of Brame. Getting in front of that was Bordell, but now Brame is sprung free down the right-hand side. Brame cuts across, he shoots and scores! What a transition effort to counterattack off the set piece. Michael Cunningham put that on a silver platter for Brame.
The block, ricochet downfield, and sure enough, they had the speed to get the finish.
Across to Segura, right-footed shot!
Mouth pulling through. Little deflection, top bins, but that's textbook.
Served up by Bordeaux. Gonzalez! Yes, he scored!
Into this matchup right now.
2 goals and an assist in the loss to Baltimore. Tonight, off the boards. Ortiz up the challenge. Gonzalez, counterattack, score!
Streaking back.
Logan Roberts. Segura, stepping over, slides it across. Gonzalez scores! Power play goal of the game.
Again, boy, Gonzalez.
Francis, De Oliveira, floats into the box, and the buzzer, Utica hangs on!
They climbed Mount Everest tonight, a snooze fest in that first quarter, opening up 3-1 at one point.
apartment now. We just walked around downtown Harrisburg for a bit, got some good coffee, went to the Broad Street Market and got the most delicious breakfast burrito I've ever had. Do yourself a favor, if you're ever in Harrisburg, go to Broad Street Market on a Saturday morning and get their all-day breakfast burrito, and you can thank me later. But just going to be relaxing here for a little while, watching some of the Baltimore games. So this is the opposition we have tonight, and they're playing at home. So I just want to see some of their tendencies, particularly looking at some of the players I might be marking or who might be marking me, and just kind of getting into the mindset of the game now. The morning I like to not think about the game as much as I can, try and distract myself, just stretch my legs and enjoy the morning. Then as I get closer to the game, I like to switch my mindset to start thinking about the match a little bit more. So I'm just gonna be watching this for a while. Then I'm having some herbal tea. So this is just a chai turmeric tea with honey. And then I'm gonna pop over to the little gym we have access to here and just get some mobility work in. Usually on a game day, if it's at home, I won't do anything at all really. I might go for a little walk in the morning just to stretch the legs. But because we're driving about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to the game, I just want to make sure my legs have good blood flow, that I'm stretched out a little bit, otherwise I might get really stiff and not feel great at the beginning of the game. So I want to make sure I'm getting some mobility work in. Very light, as you'll see. I'm going to get on the bike and then just go through a few exercises to make sure I'm mobile, and then we'll get over to the game. So I'm just going to finish my tea, watch some of the match, and I'll take you guys over and show you what I do for mobility. So this is not an ad, but I just want to tell you I love Yogi teas. Not only are they delicious, but they also give you these really inspirational quotes with each one. So you can sip on your tea and be inspired. Today's says, "The only thing that can limit you is believing that you are limited. Become limitless." So there we go. Thanks, Yogi. Alright, so back from that small mobility session. As you can see, just went on the bike and then the treadmill, did some backwards walking just to get the blood flowing, warm up the body a little bit. And then I just did a few mobility exercises. So just a few things to get the joints mobilized, lubricated. I'll typically do these, especially on away days if we're driving. I'll do them before we leave. But let's say we're flying to a game and we fly the day before usually. I'll do a mobility session in the hotel gym the night we get there, so the night before the game. But got back to the apartment, showered, just got packed, ready to go, and I've just got my game day fit on, so we have to dress quite nice for our games. So this is what I'm wearing a grey jacket. It's a mixture between a shirt and a jacket, blue polo shirt, black jeans, and then white Stan Smiths. So feel free to rate my game day fit in the comment section down below. You can be as brutal as you want. So let's go.
Harrisburg. 3 goals and an assist on the season for 4 points.
That was a huge signing for them over the summer, and it's really paying off.
All right, here we go, underway. Heat start things. Boom, settles. Ball kicked off of his foot by Malcolm Harris. Defender for Harrisburg, and Cunningham clears. Good ball, Francis, shot and a goal! Dominic Francis from that angle puts it upper 90 and gives Harrisburg a 1-0 lead. Turn. Diesel for Manzella in front and a goal. That's Cunningham as the blast. So good job by Harrisburg to kill the penalty. Mello, quick toe poke, a shot and a goal. Shot and a goal. Brambilla just like that. Takes a weird bounce off the corner. Quick shot and a goal. In the half. It is a remarkable first half for the Harrisburg Heat. Starts things back for Ferdinand. Okay, shot and a goal. It took 4 seconds this time. Back across the boards for Dos Santos. Touch Thomas, shot and a goal! Jamie Thomas, short-handed. Quick touch. Mello, nifty move over Williamson. Down the wing. Mello, shot and a goal! With the left foot, Mello ties it at 4. Mello, Roque, shot! Lucas Roque! Jamie with some room. Quick shot, a goal! He's who they want far side. And there's why. Blisters one into the back of the net. Hughes takes it away, 6th attacker. Hughes scores! Josh Hughes from midfield. Blast come back from a 4-1 halftime deficit. They outscore Harrisburg 7-1 in the second half and record the 8-5 victory.
Alright guys, back from the game. Unfortunately, as you guys saw, we ended up losing after being in a winning position at halftime, which hopefully isn't going to become a running theme. You guys saw the highlights this morning from the previous game that we played where we were up 3-1 at halftime, so very similar position, and then we ended up losing that game 5-4, and we ended up losing today 8-5. So we need to make sure we're coming out the second half just as hungry as we did the first half, because we get up by a few goals and it seems like we just take our foot off the pedal, where we need to stay on the attack, because especially with indoor football, because it is a smaller pitch, you can't really just park the bus. If you get in a winning position, the other team can come back at any point because you're always pretty much in a scoring position. So we need to make sure we're taking care of business the second half. Once we can figure that out, we should hopefully get a few wins under our belt. But nevertheless, always enjoyable to be out on the pitch, and always so much to take away even from losses. Usually a lot more lessons to take away from losses as well. So we'll probably be doing a video session as a team, the next session we have together, just to review some of those things, try and correct them in training. And then next weekend we have another couple of games that weekend, very tough opponent. So we'll be having a quick turnaround and back to it. So just before I go, I want to say another huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is where I built my very own website, 7mlctraining.com. It's become the central hub of my entire brand. Allows me to put everything 7MLC training related in one place, from all of my platforms, my podcasts, my blog posts, as well as my very own 7-day training programs. And I've actually added a new tab to my website recently. It's my mentorship program. I've been asked by quite a lot of players if I offer mentorship, and up until this point I haven't really had that time available. But now, especially during season when we train in the morning and we have a lot of free time in the afternoons, I can offer that now. So if you're someone that wants that mentorship, needs some guidance on your journey, and wants to learn through my experience and the advice that I have, you can check that out. You can find it pretty easily on my website. But if you ever consider building your own website, make sure you check out Squarespace. Use the link in my description, www.squarespace.com/7mlc, and you can get 10% off your first website. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.